Lord Krishna says, stay calm, for everyone's time comes. Today, based on what you are going through, perhaps the force of the storm makes you feel terribly alone. It feels as though this darkness will never pass. But believe me, after every dark moonless night, Amavasya, the full moon Purnima surely arrives. Times change, and so does destiny. What feels like a mountain of difficulty to you today will become your greatest source of strength tomorrow. Those who think you are weak today, do not answer them yourself. Let time give the answer, because time heals every wound and shatters every ego. Therefore, until your time comes, quietly continue doing your karma. Do not let the fire within you burn out. Namaskar and a very warm welcome to Motivation Hue. Our channel doesn't just show you dreams, it gives you the courage to turn those dreams into reality. Here we speak those unspoken words that you cannot say to anyone else. Today we will learn when someone neglects you, when someone mocks your dreams, how to regain your lost faith through the teachings of Sri Krishna. Learn to live life on your own terms, because if you live only to please others, one day you will lose yourself completely. If a tiger dances in a circus, it does not mean he has become weak, it means he has compromised with the situation. But do you want to compromise? Do not erase your identity to build yourself according to someone else's signals. Remember, those who live on their own conditions are the ones who write history. It becomes necessary to remove some people from your life because if you do not let them go, one day they will break you in such a way that your very existence will end. The rules of the world are strange. As long as you are useful to them, everyone will stand by your side as your own. But the day you are of no use to them, you will become an unnecessary object in their eyes. Those who walk with too much burden often drown, whether it is the burden of material things, the burden of ego, or the burden of useless relationships. If someone does not want to stay with you, there is no point in forcefully holding them in your life. Those who do not value you, time itself will teach them your worth, and you too will learn patience. Time settles the account of everyone's karma one day. It may be late, but it surely settles it. Friends, before we move to the main part of the video, a small request. Watch this video until the end because every word today will help increase your mental strength. If you like our effort, please like the video and write Jai Shri Radhe Krishna with all your heart in the comments. And those who haven't joined our family yet, subscribe to the Motivation Hue channel right now and press the bell icon. Pain is a part of life. There will be pain, but remember, this pain will make you robust. If you have to live life, you must endure suffering, because after death, even burned in fire, there is no sensation left. The person who knows how to endure never loses. Victory always belongs to the one who knows the strategy to handle every situation. Truth is always found inside the person who knows how to remain silent. Lies stay with the noisemakers. The biggest problem with liars is that they have to remember their own lies. But he who speaks the truth has nothing to remember. He only has to keep the truth alive. A person remains real only as long as they are useful to you. But the day there is no profit left from you, the world treats you like a stranger. So never blindly trust anyone. Do not turn yourself into someone else's habit, because humans are very selfish. When they love you, they ignore all your faults. But when they start hating you, they forget even your best qualities. Trust someone only to the extent that if they cheat you, they feel like a criminal, and love someone only to the extent that the fear of losing you always remains in them. An intelligent person remains silent on the strength of their wisdom, while a fool thinks it of his victory. Someone said it very beautifully. I am not advising you because I am smarter than you, but because I have made more mistakes than you. Ego is a mental disease for which the treatment is done by time and circumstances themselves. If some people do not like you, do not be upset, because it is not written anywhere that everyone's choice will be good. Some things cannot be understood just by being told. They are understood only when you go through it yourself. Sometimes, to keep a loved one with you, you have to sacrifice your own rights, because in relationships, profit and loss are not calculated. But remember this too, when a relationship becomes a burden, there is no need to carry it. What feels heavy on the mind is better put down. In the race of life, those who go the farthest are the ones who depend more on their willpower than on the words of others. Many people in the world will try to pull you down, will want to break you, but you will not lose until you accept defeat yourself. A human's real strength lies in their thinking. If you decide that you will not fall, then no force can knock you down. Do not let circumstances become so powerful that they break your courage. Rather, make your courage so strong that the circumstances accept defeat. Sorrow existed in the world before and it exists today. But the difference is, before people's tolerance was higher and now people break down over small things. A human's greatest power is their endurance, but when that runs out, they lose in all situations. If bad habits are not changed in time, then those habits one day will change your time. It is very easy to hurt someone's heart, but remember, it is like a stone thrown into the ocean. It is difficult to guess how deep it will go. The blow of words is deeper than a sword, so speak thoughtfully, because one word of yours can build someone's life or break it. A dream is not what is seen during sleep. Dream is that which does not let you sleep. The person who runs away in fear of the situation never wins, and he who stands firm writes his own destiny. If you want to be happy in life, make your decisions looking at your situation, not at the world, because those who run on the world's words are always unhappy. You cannot say that you do not have time, because you get the exact same amount of time in a day as everyone else. Never think God has forgotten you. Krishna says, God may delay, but he does not deny. When you are patient in waiting, you become worthy of receiving grace. Every delay plants the seeds of patience, respect, and faith.
Faith is the bridge that keeps humans connected to God. He who holds onto that bridge never falls. Never hold hatred towards anyone. Sri Krishna says, malice is a matter of the soul. He who holds hatred for others kills the love within himself. Love is the real power of life. If you learn to see God in everyone, then no one will remain your enemy. When your heart fills with compassion, the Krishna within you will awaken. Never be arrogant in success and never be disappointed in failure. Krishna says, the game of life is not measured by victory or defeat, but by experience. The person who considers every situation a guru, teacher, is truly wise. Success is not just external victory, but internal stability too. When you remain equal in all situations, you are a true yogi. Never worry about the criticism of others. Sri Krishna says, people will understand you only as much as their capacity to see allows. When you fly very high, you look small to the people on the ground. So consider criticism a sign that you are on the right path. As long as people do not discuss you, understand that you haven't done anything significant. Never consider your defeat as the end. Krishna says, defeat is only a signal to change direction, not to abandon the destination. When you fall, you learn where not to stumble next time. Every fall carries a hint of a new flight, so do not stop getting up after falling. That person touches the heights of life who knows how to rise again and again. Never beg for love from others. Krishna says, love cannot be given, it blooms from within. When you start loving your own existence, the entire universe will accept you as its own. Loving yourself is not narcissism, it is the first step of self-knowledge. When love flows within you, life automatically becomes beautiful. Never neglect time. Krishna says, time is the greatest teacher. It does not speak, but it teaches everything. Respect every opportunity because that is the foundation of your future. He who wastes today loses tomorrow. So live every day as if it is the last and learn as if you will live forever.
Sri Krishna says, when you recognize the God within yourself, you find the answers to all your questions. You are the one you are looking for. There is no need to find anything outside. Look inside. There is truth, there is peace, there is joy. When you understand yourself, the whole creation becomes meaningful to you. This is the essence of life. This is the message of the Gita. Know yourself, love, and keep moving forward while doing your duty, because God resides within you.
Never forget that every new day is a new opportunity to correct yourself, an opportunity to learn something new and give life a new meaning. Let go of what is gone, because holding on to the past blurs the light of the present. When you feel you are losing, remember that history is written by those who fight, not those who give up. Everything is possible in life that you want from your heart, because desire turns into power and reaches the universe. Keep increasing the light within you, because this light will help remove the darkness of others. In the Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, when a man connects his action not just to the hope of fruit, but to duty, then every act of his becomes worship and every effort becomes a blessing. When confusion increases in life, sink into the peace of your soul, because the answer is not outside, it is hidden inside. When someone insults you, think before answering. Does your soul want to descend to the level where they are standing? He who conquers his anger is greater than the warrior who has defeated 1,000 enemies in war. Because winning an external war is easy, but stopping the inner storm is the real victory. When the world tries to change you, hold on to the truth within you even tighter, because only he can remain steady who stays connected to his roots. When people do injustice to you, do not think God is sleeping. He is only measuring your endurance to see how far you can rise. He who can talk to his soul even in silence is truly awake. Sri Krishna says, he who fills his heart with kindness cannot have any enemies, because where there is compassion, enmity ceases. When noise increases all around, make silence your armor, because there is no greater protector than silence. Instead of cursing your sorrow, understand that these have come to awaken your latent power. When nothing seems permanent in life, hold on to your faith, because that is the only raft that will keep you afloat in all storms. He who knows how to forgive others' mistakes keeps his soul clean, because no one can fly with the burden of malice. When it feels like no one understands your effort, still keep working, because the fragrance of a flower spreads in the air first, then reaches people. When you have nothing, keep counting your experiences, because they are your true friends who will never betray you. The person who learns to control his words knows the technique of writing his destiny, because words are the seeds from which the tree of karma is born. When your mind is distracted, remember, every river has to hit many rocks before reaching the ocean. Do not consider the difficult times of life as enemies. They are the roads that lead you to your real power. When you light a lamp for others, the darkness of your life automatically clears. He who remains honest with himself does not get lost in any situation, because truth is his guide. Sri Krishna says, when you feel people do not understand you, understand the truth within yourself more deeply, because you have come to know yourself, not the world. The person who connects his actions not with ego, but with duty, every act of his becomes the worship of God. When failure knocks at the door repeatedly, remember, it has not come to knock you down, but to teach you how to handle yourself. When you have nothing to say, learn to smile, because silence and a smile say many things that words cannot. The person who learns to be grateful in all situations, sorrow slowly disappears from his life, because the power of creation lies in gratitude. Sri Krishna says, he who sees the good in others increases the good qualities within himself, because we become what we see. When life tells you to stop, stand and see, were you moving in the right direction or were you just running? The person who keeps his vision positive in all situations sees the world as beautiful, because perspective creates reality. When it feels someone is pulling you down, do not look at them. Rather fly higher so that their hand cannot reach your wings. He who has the courage to break his limits makes history, because limits are just walls of fear. When expectations from life decrease and effort increases, miracles happen automatically. He who turns his sorrow into someone else's smile touches divinity.
When your mind is confused, remember the peace of your heart, because that is your real home. He who gives time to himself becomes the master of time, because seeds sown in haste never bear fruit. When it feels everything is lost, think, now you are empty, and only an empty vessel can be filled with new life. He who saves the goodness within himself spreads light in the age of darkness. Sri Krishna says, when you help someone selflessly, the universe creates opportunities for you that are bigger than your dreams. He who wants to make himself not better than others, but better than yesterday, is on the path of real progress. When it feels everything has stopped, do not forget. Even the seed has to remain quiet under the soil before sprouting. He who stops complaining starts creating. When the mind is restless, take a deep breath and tell yourself, everything is within me. Because the day you understand that the answer to life is not outside but inside, that day you will feel true freedom. Friends, I hope these teachings of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita bring the light of a new dawn into your lives. If you liked this video of Motivation Hue, please like it and write Jai Shri Krishna in the comments. And those who are new to our family, do not forget to subscribe. See you in the next story in the next video. Radhe Radhe.